3 years ago I was fat and now I am jacked, and in this video I will give you the no BS advice to increase your testosterone. Around 4 or 5 years ago I got my test levels checked, and the result was that my testosterone was at 320 nanogram per deciliter. It was really fucking low, and I got all of those symptoms of low testosterone you hear about online: low energy, pretty bad mood. I had some symptoms of depression and anxiety, and it was not fun whatsoever. But then after a year or two I started to get more into fitness, and then 3 years ago I started my fitness journey, and as I went through it I learned how to increase testosterone, how men can do so, and I have implemented all of those pieces of advice you hear online. I found out what's BS and what's not. I learned how to increase testosterone, and I know exactly how to do that. I haven't taken anything, I'm natural, and in this video I will reveal to you those ways that will actually help you increase your testosterone levels, and they boil down to 3 things. Before I go over them, I just need you to understand one thing. This thing is very simple, and I wrote about it in my book. You can get it inside of my community. And this thing is basically how you actually increase testosterone. A lot of people online would tell you that if you take ashwagandha, your testosterone will go up. If you will supply the body with a bit more nutrition, your testosterone will go up. And that's true. But they miss one very important thing. A lot of the studies in which like vitamin D and supplements like that are shown to be effective. So on average, those who are really deficient in vitamin D and then they take the supplement, they will see a massive benefit. They are the outliers. But those who don't have a massive deficiency, those who are not deficient whatsoever, if they would take it, they would not see a massive benefit. The thing is that a lot of people, when it comes to in the testosterone kind of industry, they tell you that if you take that thing, your testosterone will go up, and they will back it up with science. But the thing is that the only kind of people whose those supplements work for as those who are deficient. If you are not deficient, then the 3 pieces of advice I'm about to give you, they will transform your testosterone if you haven't taken them already. But outside of them, there is not a lot of things you can do. It's either you need to come to terms with your low testosterone levels, if it is, or you can take TRT, which I will not recommend because then you are on it for life. The first piece of advice to increase your testosterone is to neither be obese nor really skinny. I remember that day 2 years ago when I was really shredded, like my body fat was around 8 or 7%, and I was pretty much starving, and I was pretty much not starving myself every day, but I didn't realize that I was under eating. My testosterone back in those days, I can assume it was pretty low. Why? Because I felt all of the side effects of low testosterone. My energy was low, my appetite was high, I had bad sleep, and I just didn't feel like myself. I didn't have a lot of energy. That was because I was really lean, and when I was fat around 4 and 3 years ago, I also felt the same symptoms. The thing about testosterone, it is that it is maximized, its production is maximized, and it is produced to the greatest extent when body fat is at the body's optimal range. Each person has a different optimal range, and the way to know what's your optimal range is to basically get to that point in which you have a good time maintaining your weight. You eat some of the foods you really like, and right, that's the point in which you know, oh, that's where I should be. And if you are not there yet, then you're missing some testosterone gains on the table. If you are too fat and you know that you're too fat, because you probably know, of course, then you should probably lose weight. And if you're too lean and you know you're too lean, you should probably gain some weight. Now, I know it's very simplistic to say that. That's just a way to increase testosterone. I won't go into details in this video. The second way to increase testosterone is, I wish, like, I'm about to tell it to you. And I want to build some suspense right now, but it is so simple and everyone knows about it, and that's the thing, but a lot of people miss it. Like, I have so many friends, like most of my friends, unlike me, they have bad sleep. They don't sleep a lot, their sleep is irregular, they go out every night, and I don't do it. I'm the nerdy guy, right? I'm the nerdy guy who doesn't go out a lot. Why? Because testosterone is not being produced when you are awake, when you do hard work, when you do all of that, right? When you are high energy, fucking right? That's not when you produce testosterone. But testosterone is produced during REM sleep and during sleep in general. And that's something a lot of people get wrong. And with the idea that sleep is so important for testosterone in mind, I want to talk about something that a lot of people get wrong, and you probably got it wrong too in the past. It's not just about sleeping for more time. If a guy named Steve would sleep for more time but would do it extremely regularly, it would go to sleep all over the place every day. It would be a different hour, and he would wake up at different hours. His testosterone would probably be suboptimal. Like it wouldn't be as high as it could be. Why? Because testosterone is being produced during REM sleep and during the deeper parts of sleep. And guess what? If your sleep is irregular, your body won't really get as much of those really deep parts of sleep as it needs. And because of that, testosterone will be suboptimal. Steve, that guy I told you about, would actually see a massive increase in testosterone if we would sleep for like 8-9 hours in consistent times. And then there is a third way, and this one is pretty simple. It is to take care of nutrition. Not only that, also of vitamin D. Vitamin D comes from the sun. First thing is sun exposure. The second thing is eating red meat and eggs. The third thing is to include some cholesterol in your diet. And fats. Fats are really important, so we don't want to neglect those two. This is advice that almost every nutritionist would give you, and that's basically it. If you want to get more advice from me, link in the description, you can check it out, or else you can like and subscribe. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.